Happy Monday, and thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Watch. I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi, and the big story from our forecast, we take a look over the next few days, it's going to be very, very high fire danger for tomorrow, as well as your Wednesday and your Thursday. And with that, we're going to be seeing some very strong winds accompanying that high wind watch in place for Denver and a high wind warning in place for parts of the foothills. So today, I'm kind of overlooking it a little bit intentionally because the big story this week, as I mentioned, will be Tuesday and Wednesday's high fire danger. Folks, please, can I mention this on social media? Just don't be stupid. And I know that sounds like a bit harsh, but the reason I mention that is that 80% of wildfires are either directly started by humans or human caused in a kind of accidental way. For example, a down power line, down tree, so onto a power line. So most of the time, fires that are started here in Colorado and throughout the country are because of something, well, frankly, stupid that we have done. So just be careful out there tomorrow. Nothing with the spark outdoors. That continues into Wednesday. And then we could be talking about those winds that could be whipping at 60 plus miles an hour, and in some cases maybe even up to 80 miles an hour for your day tomorrow. And those strong winds will likely last into your Wednesday as well. More on that in just a second, but those high wind watches in yellow and those high wind warnings in purple are for your day tomorrow. And again, the foothills, far northern Colorado, northern Weld County, as well as on up by Sterling. We're going to be looking at those winds that could be gusting up to 80 miles an hour up that way. Denver, I-25 on east. Those winds gust up to about 70 miles an hour. It's certainly, unfortunately, strong enough to carry any sort of fire very quickly here if it does start on up tomorrow or Wednesday. So winds tomorrow afternoon, they're going to be gusting into the 30 to 40 mile an hour plus range. I'll show you in more detail in just a second what you can expect here in the Denver area, but notice just statewide, very, very strong winds. Everybody feeling it, and especially into northeastern Colorado. That's where I think those winds will be at their strongest. And then by tomorrow night, those winds, unfortunately, still hanging strong. So this is a prolonged wind event in addition to the fact that those winds will be very strong. So again, a prolonged wind event, a strong wind event, and it does start on up tomorrow morning in the foothills. And then as we head through the day, those winds spread down into the Denver area with those winds gusting regularly above 40 miles an hour before those winds do start to slacken off a little bit for your Wednesday. But that fire danger will unfortunately remain into your Wednesday as well. Temperatures right now, 50s and 60s. So today's gonna be a nice day. No real wind of which to speak of yet. Again, those winds kick in overnight tonight and into your day tomorrow. Now we're looking at some mountain snow for tonight, probably a bit more. I'll show you more on the snow in just a second, but temperatures rising to near 70 degrees, increasing clouds for us as we head through the remainder of your day today. So again, temperatures in the 60s in eastern Colorado, 40s and 50s as you head on up into the mountains. We did have some earlier rain and snow in southern Colorado. Most of that pretty much done at this point. That is system number 1. System number 2, that's moving its way through Idaho and Nevada. This is the one that's going to bring us some of the active weather starting late tonight and to early tomorrow morning. So tonight we do see some of that snow. In fact, let's slow this down a little bit for you so you can see this in a bit more detail here. But that snow does start on up overnight, late tonight and early tomorrow morning into the mountains. And then we could be seeing the potential for a light rain shower in Denver tomorrow morning, perhaps tomorrow night as well. But unfortunately, it won't be enough to avoid that fire danger, because any rain that we do see here in the Denver area doesn't look to be all that impressive or all that strong. So unfortunately, that won't bring us enough rain to avoid that fire danger. And then that rain and snow entirely comes to a close by your Wednesday, and we're left behind with just those strong winds. Closer look in here at the front range. Again, by tomorrow morning, could see a fair bit of cloud cover and an occasional sprinkle, maybe a light rain shower. But unfortunately, again, not enough to really do much about the fire danger that we're going to be dealing with over the course of the next couple of days. So tomorrow, rain showers around, but the wind is the story. Those winds gusting into the 40 to 60 mile an hour range here in Denver, especially it looks like tomorrow afternoon will be especially windy. So yes, a high temperature near 60 degrees. It won't feel like it because of those strong winds. Highs tomorrow, 58 Denver, 59 Littleton, 55 Boulder. But again, this doesn't really matter all that much with those strong winds. Now, here's a little bit of good news. The snow that we start to get tomorrow could pile on up to the tune of maybe as much as 5 to 10 inches. We do have winter weather advisories on up into the mountains. In fact, let's show you those winter weather advisories quickly, because we do have those in place starting tonight and lasting through your day tomorrow. So the mountains could be tricky travel, but we certainly are appreciative of the snow. We'll get some of that here into the mountains, again, starting late tonight and lasting through most of your day tomorrow. And then beyond that, the 7-day forecast has a little bit of everything, as we've got those kind of colder conditions for your Tuesday and your Wednesday, and a lot of strong winds. And then we get those temperatures that bounce back up again for your Thursday and your Friday. And then, of course, Friday with opening day, it looks very nice for the Rockies coming up on Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday, temperatures back into the mid-70s for us. A beautiful weekend ahead, but unfortunately, again, all eyes on that high fire danger for your day tomorrow, as well as into your Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi. We'll have a full update coming up at 9 News at noon with meteorologist Keely Chalmers, as well as Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10 on the 9 News family of networks. Again, I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi, and have a great rest of your day, and keep in mind that high fire danger for your day tomorrow.